Alright, second time I'm recording this because I am a professional content creator and I was recording while being muted. Amazing. Hello, beautiful people. We are actually gonna be talking about K because Prydwen has updated their tier list, the review, investment tips, and everything else. That's gonna be a little bit of today's topic. Before we start, as usual, hello there, let's welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, K, and where she is sitting on the tier list. Now, you cannot see my genuine reaction to where she is because that was on the first try, but I do not agree where she is, alright? I think she's too low. Now, the thing with Prydwen is that she's on a tier A for bossing, and then D, and E for PvP and story. Multiple things. To me, Prydwen is a great tier list. First of all, I'm always happy because I'm lucky that I can ask a snake any question, Antelope any question, and they help me out. But I don't like the story low deficit. I've said this 1,000 times. It's useless. It's useless. It's useless. Like, who cares about low deficit? You are not pushing a low deficit. You are blue and you're pushing, and you can put shit characters and clear content. Right? Like, low deficit to me doesn't make sense. Story high deficit makes more sense, and then bossing is my favorite. I don't touch PvP, so I don't talk about that. So we'll check the bossing tier list and K on the A tier. Now, when it comes to K, I believe she's a little bit low, but the thing is that she's not meta. She's not a meta character, and Prydwen has the S for meta units. So that's what I can see. Okay, yeah, she's not a meta unit. She's just a good DPS, a decent DPS. You can call her mid if you want, because it's what she is. So I can see why she is on A, but she is better in my opinion than anyone else in this tier in terms of just a DPS. At least we cannot say A2 is good by nobody's standards. She fucking sucks. I would put her on a similar situation even if you wish to guillotine Winter Slayer, where if you got her and you invested in her, she is good for water DPSs, but there is so many other good alternatives that why would you be investing on guillotine when you can be investing on anything else, be it your Breedy, be it your Quincy, be it your Helm Treasure, etc. Right? So I think they are on a similar situation. That said, let's go a little bit over what's going on with her. I forgot to mention this, but leave a like, subscribe, and make the channel, and thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. Love you all bastards. Let's check the review, pros, cons, and investment tips. So let's start with the pros, and let me open my own K right here. Siren, shut up, please. There we go. So let's start with the pros. First off, helps last bullet NIKKEs with her ammo reduction. The only bad part is that it does not stack, sadly, but it's pretty good. Provides an attack damage before all allies. Dual wield SMG, since it doubles her DPS output, also her fire rate and everything else, which is nice. Higher fire rate as a shotgun during bursts allows her to deal decent damage. Her damage output is pretty nice. The biggest issue, like I said on my previous video, is that the investment required is too high for a character that just works. Right? She's not bad. She can compete with most of the electro DPS we have. Not talking about Cindy, right? But if you talk about the other electro DPSs, be it your Maid Privacy, be it your Scarlet, be it your Ain, for most people she will be getting close to those characters, if not surpassing them, depending on the team composition. So it's good, but it requires a lot of investment to what right now would be a team 4, team 5 on Electro, right? So it is what it is. Has potent crit rate buffs, can reach 100%, will probably not reach it in proper team building and gameplay. I agree with that point as well. The thing is that you never need 100%, right? Like in almost any situation, you don't do 100% crit rate. You are gonna be getting 30 to 60% with K. You're gonna be then having a Miranda, maybe a Volume, maybe your mates, maybe Leona, and all these characters give crit rate. That is more than enough for her to be always above 60-70% crit rate, which is more than enough at least to be proccing her skill 1 consistently and also giving her good damage output. And then lastly, a great but agree, an actual good ass, to be fair. I like it a lot. Okay, I think it's pretty good, even though it's only one chick we can see, but we'll take it. And then lastly, finally, out of NPC Yell. There is so many characters in NPC Yell that shift up is just like, no, collaboration. No, we're doing limited characters. Maybe a rerun or a new alt. And it's like, bro, just release the characters on NPC Yell. We're waiting for them. That's it with the pros. Let's go into the cons, see what's going on. Her S1 keeps resetting after full burst, shift up please. I talked about this as well last time, but shift up loves making characters that could like really reach a high ceiling in terms of damage, but then they put the condition that breaks that character. Not breaks in the sense of useless, but makes it so she becomes a mid unit. Because now she cannot be fully keeping these 100 stacks, it's always gone. So it's like, okay, it doesn't matter how fast I am, I'm only gonna be able to get 30 or 60 before the next rotation. And then they're gone again. and then I need to get them again. So shift up does ruin those characters for no reason. I wish they stopped doing that, but it is what it is. Ammo reduction is not stackable. Ammo reduction is not paired with any compensatory abilities like the brief, for example, with reload speed. And then base weapon is an SMG, hence she won't receive buffs dedicated for shotguns. I think this makes no sense. Like, why is Shift up making a character that it's super cool? It's an SMG and then transforms into a shotgun, but she only counts as an SMG. It's like, make it change the base weapon type while on burst. I assume their code does not allow them to do it, and they don't want to be going too deep into changing the base mechanics of the game, and hence it's not worth it for them. But it's happening just for us trying to make cool teams with a character like this. It is what it is. Shift up shenanigans. Due to the above point, even though her major DPS output is from her burst weapon changed to shotgun, she can enjoy the potent buff from shotgun teams, very close to being useless in overall meta since she is a very replaceable unit even on electric solo raids. Yeah, agree, even though it hurts me to say this, but she is on a situation like I was saying earlier, Winter Guillotine. It's not a bad character, her DPS output is higher, I will say, but the problem is that Electro is a lot more stacked than Water, hence K has a harder time reaching into those teams, into those main teams, right? So if Shift Up decides to release another Electro character that is actually good, it's good for her. Out of NPC after 2 years just to be mid, I can agree. She's not bad, not good, it's mid character, right? And then it feels like a 2023 NIKKE in 2025. Nah, let's go. Okay, so what is a 2023 character? Okay, let's start with that. A 2023 character, it's a Pinel. A 2023 character is Base Milk. A 2023 character is Julia, right? Like normal Mary, if you want. Those characters are 2023, and clearly those are complete dog shit. In contrast to K. If K was released in 2023, she would be at the top of the meta. So I disagree with that point. It's funny though, but nah, she's not a 2023 character by any means. The Day 1 characters are so fucking bad if you go and look at them, like most of them, right? And like there is like so many of them. If you go here to like shift up what is this, you can check your breed, your area, your grow, even characters that were released later like D, or you can go to Julia, Nihilister. Like there is like so many units in here that just complete dog shit. If that's just a meme, we can agree with the person cross. And then the investment tips, they are recommending a 10-10-7 going into a 10-10-10 long term. I feel personally it's not worth going past level 7. It's like a lot of characters where you don't really need to go higher, right? Because the damage output is not gonna change a lot from level 7 to level 10. The biggest problem she has is that at level 10, the modifiers are not increasing that much. This attack is not going that much higher at level 10. I'm pretty sure it's like a 23% or 25 or whatever it is, right? And say for her skill 2 on her burst. The increase you're getting going to level 10 is not worth the price right now for a character that, like they say, is mid, right? So in my opinion, not really worth it. And then they're recommending elemental, attack, and crit damage as possible. And then of course, essential must not have max ammo. The only thing I will mention in here is that if you plan on building her for off burst on neutral content, focus on getting attack rather than elemental because it's gonna be better. But then again, there is plenty of characters that you can use for off burst on the type of content. Be it your Asuka Will, be it your Rapid Red Hood. Like there is even Mihara now. The new Mihara, the alt Mihara, can be used as an off-burst character as well. So there is plenty of characters to invest into that, so not really necessary to mention. That said, I'm pretty sure that's everything about the review Prydwen recommended. They recommend Resilience for the cube. Obviously, you're not going to be using Bastion on a character on last bullet mechanics. And all in all, I agree. I feel she's better than most characters in this tier A, which again, that's already making her a decent unit. I feel like a lot of people see Prydwen calling her mid, and they will take the literal sense. Prydwen is just saying she's not bad, she's not good. She's a decent character you can use, but of course she's not meta, right? The problem is people will see mid, and people, for some fucking reason, gacha players see mid and they think it's by a bad unit, has to go down, and it's like, no bro. That's it. I agree with most of that Prydwen is saying. Shout out to Prydwen, shout out to Snake, shout out to, of course, Antler. We're gonna be live later, like every single day, doing our gacha dailies. We're playing right now the gacha train, Resonance Solstice. If you wanna check it out, feel free to drop by. Link in the description. And as usual, love you all boys. Good luck with your pool dinner rates. I'll see you in the next one.